What's up, Colliders? Welcome back to our Halloween hunt. It's the kid JW. That's Miss Diva Talk.
What's up, y'all?
And as I've been saying, it's all October. Nothing but scary stuff. So I'm hoping y'all scared, or I'm hoping y'all like, hey, we just gonna start being more safe around our environments. Whatever it is you go do.
Never.
Here's the next episode from Nightmare Files.
My name is Valentine and I live in Windsor, Ontario. This is a horrific story that happened to me,
Oh no.
and I'm willing to share it with you. I feel I need to get this out, so here it goes. This story happened about a decade ago. My mom was acquainted with this weird but nice guy named Michael. They would often hang out and she introduced me to him at some point. I noticed a creepy vibe when I was around him, but as I got to know him more, I really didn't care. He even got me a real dream catcher, as I was into that kind of stuff, and this got me to respect him. However, there was this one day my mom was at her friend's house, and I was home alone. Michael was driving a minivan and pulled up to the driveway and started honking his horn for my mom. I went outside to tell him that she wasn't home. He grinned at me. He grinned like he was going to get what he wanted. Well, I think he did because he asked me if I wanted to go get some ice cream. And I, being a little kid, didn't know better. I said yes.
It's always ice cream. Like, can y'all
Candy. Ain't
right?
that sweet?
It's always ice cream or candy. Can y'all be more look? Hey, you want that new Call of Duty?
Bruh.
You want that new Roblox? Something different.
He told me to hop on in. I got in and we drove down to this place called Dairy Delight. To be fair, we actually did get ice cream,
Oh,
but the car ride back was just weird. We started driving in a direction I wasn't familiar with. I asked him where we were going. His response was, "We're going to see your mom." He said that with a dark smile on his face. But that didn't make any sense. My mom was busy during this day, and there's no way she would have been able to be picked up by this guy. I started feeling a pain punch in my stomach. I nervously said, "Maybe we should go back to my house." And he turned back to me and glared. After glaring at me for about 5 to 10 seconds, he said in a very dark tone, "No." I noticed he was pulling over, and there was a guy standing on the road with his thumb out. Michael pulled over and told him that he would drive him to wherever he was headed. The guy got in the van, and we drove off in what felt like a hurry. For the record, I was in the back seat. Michael and this guy both smiled and looked at each other, then at me. This guy was messy, wearing a stained green shirt and cuts on his pants. The two were talking back and forth to each other about stuff I don't even remember, but they seemed to be getting along like they knew each other. I already could tell that Michael knew this guy. He wasn't a hitchhiker.
Exactly.
I was scared out of my mind. I wanted to go home. I failed to notice this earlier, but in the way back of Michael's van, there were pictures. What scared me straight was one of the pictures was of me. It looked like it was me walking home from school. I finally realized what Michael's true colors were. I started crying and screaming for someone to help me, and the two up front started laughing at me.
Well, it's too late now.
I saw a wrench that was on the floor of Michael's van. I quickly thought of what I had to do. I picked up the wrench and swung the van window open and screamed for my life. The hitchhiker tried grabbing me, but I jumped on his hand and he let out the most horrific scream I've ever heard. Michael slammed on the brakes and I jumped out. The van didn't move an inch while I was running away. I was able to get help from a nearby pedestrian, and she helped me to my place where we called my mom and the cops. Turns out Michael had spent time behind bars for what he had done to other children. My mom rushed home when she heard the news. She was mad at me for going with him, but she was very happy I was safe and cried while holding me. Michael was found at his sketchy apartment and was arrested later that day. Unfortunately, they never found the guy he picked up. I don't know where Michael is today, but I hope he's rotting behind bars for other reasons because no kid should have to go through that again.
Hopefully someone probably. Just because people like that. They don't usually stop. That's why I believe child predators should be castrated.
Well,
Just saying.
the views of her does not reflect the views of this channel.
No, you commit crimes.
So, with that being said, class, yeah, The link where you can find files and everything will be in the description below. The link where you can find me and the Miss Diva Talks will be here as well too. If you guys got any thoughts or anything on this episode here of the Halloween Hunt, let us know in the comments below. But of course, as you guys know, we appreciate y'all checking out this October, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye, y'all.
Later.